All right, audio check, 1, 2. Okay, we're working. Cool. Morning, everyone. Welcome to today's live stream for July 18th of 2025. Hey, Garabet. Today is going to be an interesting day. To be honest, we've been consolidating. Just looking at, ever since we reached all-time highs, we've been consolidating sideways. So what I'm liking right now, just off the get-go, let's do a quick 3-minute pre-open analysis. All this right here, these are relative equal lows that are just forming in the market right now. This is interesting, a pre-930 push higher. But this right here is a bit sketchy. Okay. Price right now hit 1.25 fib extension from yesterday's range that we were targeting. So this right here on the 15-minute, like the 930 lows or the 7 to 930 lows, let's count that as possible liquidity forming. So engineered liquidity, all these lows, again, it's something that we want to take. And until this is taken, am I interested in longs? No. We also had no retracement really yesterday. We can't call the top. That's something that we can't do. But all in all, this is kind of my thoughts for the day. RTH gap is going to be around 40, I think, in the next 2 minutes for 40 handles or points. So we'll have to see what's happening there. XRP's killing it. This is insane what's happening with this price. Wonder if it's going to hit $4 in the next 2 days. ADA's rocketing as well. Bitcoin, not really. Solana, not really. But all in all, let's see here. So 1 hour all-time high. So just this is what we have to do is we have to find buy side and sell side liquidity. So this is going to be our buy side liquidity. It's the highest level. Right? It's not relatively equal. It's just price just pierced through that point right now. I am liking the low. This level is interesting. This is first presentation fair value cap at 6 a.m. And it's not really the first presentation because it happened a bit earlier, but when it happens in consolidation, you want to ignore that first presentation and use the one that's displacing away from a specific price action. Okay. Those are ICT rules, not mine. So all in all, let's wait for price to give us a bit of structure. And we're going to try to leverage. Just see what price wants to do today. But all in all, like if I'm taking shorts today, don't say that you're going to rock it to the shorts. Is it already 930? It's 930. We opened up. It's hard to catch even a 2-to-1 to these lows here. And price is going to have to give us a bit more here. Right now it's trading into our 6 a.m. first presentation for value gap. Below us, we got the new dog of 718. So just be careful. These are a lot of like levels that price can just bounce off of. So it's a tough catch. It's not prime. But I'm not interested in longs right now until we take these lows out. Will I catch the short? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's wait for the 1 minute first presentation fair value gap. We don't have one yet. Let's see what else we have here. 15-minute, again, London highs, London lows have been taken. Asia highs, Asia lows have been taken. A lot of session liquidity has been taken before today's open. Today's kind of price action of what we versus yesterday, day and night, right? So we got a bit more patient. We have news coming out at 10 o'clock. So we might have a pretty decent trade between like these two blue bars here, between 9.50 to 10.10. So let's give price a bit more wiggle room here. There's no rush here. It's Friday. Hopefully you guys are in profits. But yeah, nothing like this is guys, this is not tradable PA. me see on the 15-minute chart here. And when you start to really try to extract something from the markets on where price wants to go, that's when you kind of have to ask yourself, like, is this PA that I really want to trade? This was a nice level here. So let's quickly look. We had technically like relative equal highs from London. This would have been a sick level if it wasn't traded to. This is something I would be targeting. Even though that it's slightly pierced this low, for me, this is still relatively equal highs. And ICT usually also classifies that as relatively equal. Like if it's a very anemic or weak break, he's going to still classify it as a relative equal high. But you can see here, price right now, it's diddle-dallying within the RTH gap. It hit mean threshold, right? Stats, 70% chance it gets hit in the first 30 minutes after open. It already got hit within the first minute. The RTH gap is, 45, which is, somewhat healthy, but just looking at the overall run that we had yesterday and this just consolidation from here, what we want is hopefully push lower before higher. So we got sell side liquidity here. Once price drops here, where else can it go? To be honest, there's inefficiencies here on the 15-minute chart that you could target, but this is the obvious level of draw that I see for us today. Are you guys looking at anything? Like, who here is like short versus long? I didn't get a haircut. I got my haircut like 2 weeks ago. It's time for a haircut. I'm not feeling fresh. So buy side liquidity might be taken here. Again, we've pierced above the RTH high. So use RTH lows, highs, and mean thresholds as like levels of rejection. And sometimes I place trades off of rejections of the high of the RTH gap or the low. And in the past 2 months, I've done it many times. So RTH gap, this green bar that I have here, this is the indicator that I actually use for everyone. It's called the NUWOG. Give me 1 sec, everybody. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, it's not even a funny comment. But overall, you can see here, rejections off of the high of the RTH gap. We have the mean threshold of this wick here. That's really kind of keeping price at bay. There's still no first presentation of the day. It is consolidating. This is something that I wouldn't trade. Can this, like, if I were to take a short right now, like this, like 2-to-1, could it work out? Maybe, but it's a 50-50. Just because price can still go higher. Tag me. It's just, I'm not confident in my stop loss being here. So all in all, like this is like price action is really due today, guys. On the 15-minute, again, push down. It's candle didn't close yet, so you don't have to reference it. But I guess like the bias of this trade would be rejection of RTH highs, failed to break. Like it actually hit 50% of this wick right here, and then it collapsed lower. So we might have our first presentation actually here. Let's see. We'll know in 45 seconds. This might freaking rocket to the bottom here. Let's see. In 25 seconds, let's see if it holds, comes back, if it tests it. Honestly, this might be a nifty trade to the downside, something like that. How many ticks is that? 30 ticks. Okay. This is going to be my trade. Relative equal lows left here on the 15-second, on the 1 minute. Now it'd be really nice seeing a rejection up higher into first presentation. And then once it gets there, let's see here. This is going to be like a 1.7. I catch a mean threshold, 1.8. So not bad from an R perspective. It just needs to push a bit higher here into this level. I want to see it tap it before dropping. Come on, price. This would have been the pre-Judah swing, pushing lower, consolidating. Price is going to be above RTH high, above the mean thresholds of these two wicks here. And yeah, we'll see. It's still creating relative equal lows on the 15 seconds. So I'm still okay with it pushing off of this, the 6 a.m. first presentation, even though it's going to be a negative confluence factor. Okay, so we've broken down. Yeah, this is unfortunate. We almost got tagged in. Now it might just drop this last little bit. So it's taken out. Let's see if I go into this new dog. Let's see if it respects it. I might just take like a very small short from here to there. Relative equal lows left here on the 1 minute. This right here. That's a target. This is really good, guys. We actually might get into this position. We'll see. Something that might be seen as a negative confluence factor is the rejection of this new dog. The rejection of the 6 a.m. first presentation fair value gap, right? Because like, look how many times it rejected in the past here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this is like a very strong level here. So when you're taking the short, you're anticipating that we're going to break it again to the downside and rock it through relative equal lows here. But this is a really nice target below us right now. It's just engineer liquidity more. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottoms, technically 6. Okay. I really hope price right now reaches towards this. It shows us like a nice wick that it's not going to push higher than the mean threshold from a body close perspective. And then we're going to push lower. If I were to rate this trade from like 1 to 10, I'm giving it like a 6.5. So just do mind. And it's the levels that we're rejecting. Just overall RR. This was like a 5 to 1 or a 4 to 1. Hey, Mohammed. I like how the RTH low hasn't been touched. All right. We're almost at the macro time. I'm up for shorts. Yeah. Long is not the answer today. It just needs to push a couple more points. And if it doesn't, I'm okay with that, right? We okay with that. So price right now is pushing into, I'm staring right now at my 15-second chart, which is something you guys can't see, but you guys don't need to see it. And hopefully price, again, just pushes up higher from here, turns around, gives us more of a fib retracement too. And let's make this into like an A entry on a B level trade. This right here on the 1 minute perspective, just this level being rejected 1, 2, 3. That's slightly concerning. So price is gonna have to do like one or two things here. Like it's either gonna just like drop on one of these candles below it and then shoot, or it's gonna push higher, and then we'll want to see a bit more price slowing down and really respecting this level and telling us that price isn't gonna break it. And then that's when we take our shorts. Okay. One minute, we've got the 15-minute closing from a bearish perspective. That's good. 5 minutes looking bearish too. I'm not seeing this as bullish price action. Is my face blocking it? It is. Let's see the 6 a.m. fair value gap hold price and just one more leg higher into a better shorting zone. Because like from here, to be honest, that's risky. Like, you know, trading like that. First of all, it would have to be below this 6 a.m. first presentation fair value gap, and then like you're taking like a 1-to-1 at best if you're lucky, and 1-to-1s they blow accounts. I'll tell you that right now. Price right now is consolidating for the last 5 minutes. It's most likely going to push higher from here now. Like this is really nice rejections off of the 6 a.m. first presentation. Okay, 6 a.m. first presentation is breaking to the downside now. I don't know. It'd be silly of me taking a short here. 14 seconds until it closes. I just hate the RR. Yeah. If we miss a short, that's okay. If it just drops from here, we've got macro 10 o'clock news, still a lot of stuff, and like trading the 1 minute, there's just so much opportunity that if it's like a medium to bad trade, just let it go. No need to give money to the markets, right? But it's a game of patience. The news that's coming out in a couple of minutes is the following: premium UOM, consumer statement, and inflation expectations. So price right now, it's consolidating around this level, but it's not going to be a sell signal for us. There you go. Nice to see price push higher. In 3 minutes, we have the macro, as Garvit said. That first blue line that I have on my charts on the bottom left, that's our execution time frame. All right, and now let's see how it's gonna respect. So now we want to see, after this kind of like 6 a.m. respecting of this fair value gap, we want to see how this is going to be respected. Okay, I need confirmation here that it's going to actually stop here and drop lower versus do something stupid like go higher and then go lower. And the way you do that is you need a displacement away from this level, right? And then once it displaces, once it goes back to the level, that's when you take the trader. If I see like a wick higher to like RTH highs and back below this level, that's going to be my short, where my stop is going to be above that wick, anticipating that price isn't going to go below or go above it. Price right now on the 15 minute, the bodies are staying below mean threshold. We'll see how this 1 minute closes in 35 seconds. Okay, I'm not taking this right now. This is just me sizing my position. If this body closes above mean threshold, right, that takes away from the trade. I want to see this body closing below 23,287. If it closes above, the next candle I want to see just rocket right below it, and that's going to be my rejection of it. Those are the rules. Okay, so price right now, it looks like on the 15 minute, it is respecting the first presentation to the upside. This right here, it's called high resistant markets, right? Because how many fair value ups have we had in the last 20 minutes? 2, right? So price is moving sideways. It's not really doing much. It is Friday. Okay, so this trade right here, the moment that price breaks below this level here and it closes below 23,284, that's going to be my short. Okay, I'm going to anticipate that once price kind of digs into this, pushes past it, respect to the upside, and closes again below it, that's going to be the sign that price is going to most likely want to go short. So that's how I'm going to layer in my risk here. So far, pretty boring day. If you guys see, like if you guys took a short here, this would have been like, you know, anticipating that it would drop from here. Your 0.7 to 1 trade would have failed. All right. We're about to hit the macro in 10 seconds. I'm liking this. Hopefully this candle here closes below. Nope, it closed at mean threshold. So we wait. We need more. We need confirmation. The levels are okay here below us. There's some impediments that we'll have to trade through, but we'll need a more confirmed entry here. Wait for the candle to close. Always have a plan and just wait for the plan to kind of lay out itself. That's how yesterday we almost caught like 4 to 1 trades, except it just turned around at the very last pip and it retraced on us. If you guys are enjoying this content, feel free to like, feel free to sub. I know it's a slow day today, but there's some good days and there's some bad days in trading. All right, price here. You can see here it's respecting mean threshold. 2 candles, 3 candles. A break below it would indicate that it's failing. It's closing in 40 seconds here. So the wise thing to do here is to wait for it to close. You might get worse RR. But that would be my trade there. 2.5 to 1, assuming that. Let's see how it closes. Like the 1 minute might not even close like that. Okay, so we're targeting 251.25. 251.25. Okay, 251.50. See, still closed in the up. Oh my gosh. that was bullshit. So it hit these relative equal lows. That was a crazy drop, to be honest. Hmm. Was that news? No, news is coming out in 8 minutes. Okay, let's see if it pulls back a bit. If it pulls back, we'll go in on a 15-second. That's going to be the trade. Just needs to pull back a bit more. But it already took relative equal lows here, but it didn't take out all this here below us. There's still a lot of liquidity here. But honestly, mistrade maybe here. 6 a.m. first presentation for value gap is being respected to the downside. It looks like I think price here is going to... I'm not going to change. No, I'll have to wait for a pullback here for me to take it after liquidity has been taken. See, like this here was I wouldn't be able to catch it, unfortunately. Impossible to catch. Even on the 15-second, I just don't see I don't see an entry. But that was like a nice displacement away from it. And then let's see if price wants to continue this. So we might have a fair value up form. And see, isn't it nice to have like your bias right? Sometimes you don't catch it, but that's fine. Let's see how far back it wants to pull here. The 1 minute. I just don't like how these relative equal lows have been traded to RTH lows. So I'll take a small short here. I'm only risking $100. And this is my trade right here, like that, and it's a 1-to-1. Why am I risking $100? Just because straight isn't worth more than 100. 151. Good morning. News soon. Yeah, news in 8 minutes, guys. I'm not even 1-to-1 on this trade. It's like 0.8-to-1. If it pulls back into this and it rejects it, I'll scale in. If not, I'll get in for a little quick win of $100 or like 90. If you factor in like commissions off of TOPSTEP. $150, $125. Use in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna break even here. This trade sucks. I don't want to see it going to my entry. So we'll see here. My stop is somewhere at break even. Guys, not a good trade. It might drop from here. If it does, whatever. Small win. If it takes me out, then it takes me out. I don't want to risk like a penny on this. This is like it's on the 15-second. It's rejecting nicely. Like the new dog right now, it's going to go to RTH lows. I wanted to just break through that and not pull up higher. If it decides not to respect it, it's going to take me out for break even. But if it decides to push lower, straight to sell side liquidity, then that's fine. All right. Wow, I'm a quarter tick away from taking profits here. Come on, quarter tick. I can't believe that I'm a quarter tick away from profits here. It touched my target profit. No, it's off by a quarter. But anyways, I'm making $1.50 or $90. We'll see. News in 3 minutes. In 2 minutes, I'm closing this trade because I don't want to get wicked. Oh, you're kidding me. You're going to pull back now. It just might be. And I'm not going to close the trade down for $50. 90 or 0. It's already pennies. Interesting. I'm most likely going to get tagged out here. If price doesn't respect this new day opening gap here and it pushes higher, then we will be out for break even. Okay, good. Good rejection. No, keep rejecting. Look how this 1 hour is going to close. Very bearish. 15-minute is bearish as well. My faith in this trade is 50-50 at this point. It's a gamble, but I'm in it risk-free, so. News in 40 seconds. This is what I'm going to do for news. I am going to just release my target profit and we're just going to play the lottery today. We're expecting just to spike down from here. 15, 14. OLG. I make a buck or it spikes down and we're going to ride the wave. Jeez, it spiked up, guys. Wow, interesting. I made 150 on that. No idea how that happened. What? Look at that. That's how you make 150. Don't even know how that happened. It slipped my stop loss. Oh, that's too funny. Okay, well, not sure how that happened. I got should have been minus 150. But that's just news flash. Don't trade. You could trade just through news. Is just I wasn't expecting that. That's the funniest thing that has happened to me ever in my trading career. Too bad it wasn't like 1,000 or something. Like price didn't even go down. So, like my target was like down here or something. But okay, there you go. And sometimes you just get lucky in trading. But the bias was correct. It was the sell side we were targeting. Unfortunately, price dropped like a rock. Now it's pushing up higher. Let's see if we can continue this and take the 150, scale on one more R, so 200, and trade a 350 stop. You know, trade for like a 3-to-1 for like a 1K day. Against 5 accounts, that's 5K. And that's how you make 5K, guys. Yeah, it slipped into profit. It slipped in the right way. TOPSTEP needs to fix its tools. I wasn't expecting such a wick for orange impact news, but it is what it is. Okay. And Super Bartek, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in months, man. So 15-minute, look at that. Looks pretty bearish. 1 hour close bearish. We still have sell side below us. Price traded to first presentation into this 1 minute SIBI. And yeah, if you guys are enjoying the slippage, feel free to drop a like. It helps out the channel. But all in all, in terms of high probability trades, all I'm seeing here is shorts. Like this level right here, 9:30 or 7 o'clock lows still haven't been taken. That is the draw. That's still the draw. Like if price were to go up, I would assume that first it would take this level before going higher. But zooming out, this is garbage price action. Just look at it. We're in a 40-point range. So so all in all, I don't know, like, see, like this is the issue with this trade. We're so close to like this liquidity. It kind of sucks trading so close to it. And we're going to probably hit it in the next like 10 seconds. Yeah, I had a feeling. Oh, we still didn't hit it. And now we finally hit it. Maybe. It might be a sell-off day. So really nice rejections here on the 5-minute, on the 15-minute. Like price here is showing bearishness. Okay. This right here, this fair value gap. Let's see if price comes up and rejects it. If it is, we might push lower. Where can we push to? On the 1 hour. I don't know, guys. We're going to be shorting to what levels? Mean threshold maybe of this gap right here. Let's see come back up and give us like an entry. This might be a decent entry off of RTH. Stop there and then like that would be a decent trade, to be honest, for the day. So let's see what's like, if it's gonna, like if it comes up and it wicks into RTH lows and rejects it and into this gap right here, that's further confirmation that after like this 5-minute rejection, after this 15-minute rejection, these 1 hour high tests, let's call it that, right? Retail logic, it should push lower. How old am I, dude? How old do you think I am? Around 30, correct. You guessed it, man. 56. Just listen. I need a better face cream if I'm looking 56. It could be TGIF. Let's see what TGIF targets would be. I really want price here to pull back. So if Wednesday, Monday. Okay. This is how we trade TGIF, guys. High to low. 30% retracement. So that's going to be 0.8 to 0.7. Okay, these levels right here that we have drawn in like blue. So to be honest, this right here is a decent level to hit. It's 20% retracement of the weekly. So let's see it come back, and then we'll take in the short from here. I will be happy with this trade. I'll do a full risk. This A+ trade here. Really liking this. Gonna go for a walk, seeing PM. There is no PM today for me. It's just this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 116. Yeah, I got a 117. To be honest, maybe this was the trade here. But let's see if it's gonna come back and let us participate in this trade. Because it confirmed what it wants to do, right? We pushed away. Let's push into this RTH gap. Let's see this retracement here, if we can get a nice retracement. The retracement's going to have to be just like 0.618, which is like the golden Fibonacci retracement. I don't think this is too risky, to be honest, guys. decent. 86. I started trading when I was 20, 22. So I'm a couple years into trading. I never gave up. Come on, price. Come back to RTH low. And there's a pretty decent chance that it's going to get back to this level, reject it, then push lower. Because if it leaves this, it just means that it's going to be a breakaway gap. And what does a breakaway gap mean? It just means it's just going to rocket. But this level's nice because it's like mean threshold of like the 1 hour fair value gap. Okay, it's coming back. It did take out a lot of liquidity. It still didn't take out these lows from Thursday. Bit higher price. And I just want to see on the 15-second if it's going to, you know, respect the RTH lows here. Okay, I'm going to buy in 3. So it's $100 being risked right now. 220. Okay. All right, I'm in the trade. I got in somewhere here. My stop losses are there. We are targeting 221. All right. And now we're hands off. How many screens do I have? I have one. I have 2 monitors. My first monitor is, I think, 48 inches. And my second one's like a 32 inch, but it's rotated vertically. It's a lot of screen real estate. So this is like a 1.5 to 1. Not a crazy risk reward, but I'm happy with my stop loss there. It shouldn't pierce that high. It's nice how it didn't even actually, guys, I've incorrectly drawn this. So the SIBI is actually like that. So it poked into the SIBI once again. And now it's dropping. We're at the end of the macro right now. We'll see. It's either I'll be break even for the day and I'll call it a day, or we can squeeze out an extra 250 out of this day and close it off at 400. I'm watching this low right here. This is just like a random low from Thursday. What is it? 4 o'clock. Once it hits this, I'm going to go to break even. And then from there, it's going to be, if it wants to drop lower to mean threshold of this 1 hour gap, it could. If not, then it can take me out. I'm moving my stop loss now to below right here. This is where my stop loss is. And this push is really nice so far. This is what I'm liking. So I am risking, I'm almost at 60% risk. $265. $265.50. If this closes in profit, we can make fun of Garrett for walking away. If it closes in a loss, then he'll make fun of us. Gotta once it breaks this low here, this is where we're going to break even. Okay, guys. Move stop loss to break even. And I'll tell you why. It's because it's 10:15. Price action is, we're about to take this low here. I think we'll hit this before we reverse if we do reverse. It might leave relative equal lows for later and push higher. That'd be unfortunate. But so far, just how the 5-minute and the 15-minute close, it's all fairly bearish. We did catch it on the discount side, but from a weekly perspective and like from like a TGI perspective, we're an extreme premium, right? So right now I am going to, I just needed to break that level and we're going to go to break even here. And we are at break even. Okay. So we make $1.50. Is that enough for pizza these days? I don't think so. It used to be. I'm not going to scale out just because this position size is so small in the first place. I'm not going to take out $50 from the market. But all in all, my stop loss is here now. And now we just let it ride. A lot of consolidation here. Like this right here is called a balanced price range, right? Price went back and forth multiple times and it traded it very efficiently. So if price were to break it, it's increasing the chance of it going higher, right? So just keep a note like what BPRs really are. All right. What's my target here? Yeah, I think my target's fine. Mean threshold of this 1 hour. Fair value gap. You could push it a bit lower to like 0.2 of the weekly range from a retracement perspective to 23,217, right? But I'm just going to take the easiest target here. Should I scale out, guys? Here, I'll scale out one. Nah. 0 or nothing. If this was a bigger position size, I'd be scaling out right now, but it's still pennies here. All right. I move my stop loss above this bullish 1 minute order block, or sorry, bearish 1 minute order block. So I've locked in $25. And right now this is going to be, and there's, you know what? Let's do this. Let's trail it. All right. My stop right now is below 15-second highs for $100. I'm one tick away from closing off this trade. There you go. Close it off. All right. That's the trade, guys. Was that easy? I think it was easy. Trading's not hard. It only took me a couple of years to become profitable, or somewhat profitable. But I'll take this. 400 across 5 accounts, $2,000 a day. I just made someone's salary. Should I have trailed 15-second? Maybe. But it is what it is. Stick to your bias. Be calm, cool, and collect. Don't chase trades. Lock out now. You know what? I'm going to listen to Dell. Lock out all day. There you go. I'm locked out. I can't physically take a trade anymore. Thanks, Dell, for the tip. And now I'm going to have a good weekend. Won't lash out on my family. Because what's going to happen is, imagine if I started trading more and I lose the 400, then you want to make it back. And then you go into $400 drawdown. And then you're like, okay, I can't close the day with $400 drawdown. And then you're at $800 drawdown. And then you start double, and then you blow all your accounts. That is the cycle that all of you have to break free from. Exactly. Let's see what FS said. Me and my friend trade 1, maybe 2 positions in normal days. We set our target prices around 2 to 3R. I guess you set your target profit lower than 1 to R. Why is that? I ask out of curiosity. Okay. So I am a discretionary trader using ICT. Sometimes when I see, so like this was like a 1.7 to 1. I'll take it. For me, I thought it was a 70% chance that it's going to hit. It wasn't a 50-50 trade for me. It was higher from a strike rate perspective. So I will accept trades at 1.5 R or 1.7 R versus like 2 to 3. At 1 to 1, if I'm taking that trade, it just means mentally I'm not doing okay on that day. And that's a personal flaw, to be honest. If you see me taking 1 to 1 trades on live stream, that's when you say like there's something wrong with Dom today. But I think the approach that you take to risk FA is really good. Like that's how it should be. Like minimum 2 RR, and assuming that you're 40% right, you're in profits. So honestly, I don't know. But just let me out in the positives. I've no idea how. I got slipped an extra 200 and lost 1,200. Man. Yeah, I was, sorry about that. I know I have some influence on trades, but it's just orange folder news doing this. That was, to be honest, crazy. But like that just confirmed like a bearish move to the downside. The overall bias was correct for today. It's just, it was a wick. So I wouldn't take it too hard, Mohammed. To be honest, price should have just collapsed, but it decided to wick and then collapse. So I have, wicked days as well. Yesterday's trade, guys, that we took live, I'll create a video of it. This, I was triggered for the rest of the day, and I'll tell you why. It's because my stop loss was here, and I started scaling in. And this would have been like a $15,000 day for me, but instead it was like a $2,000 day for me. So trust me, 1,200, Muhammad, is not that bad. I didn't lose 15K, but I missed out on 15K yesterday. And guys, what we had yesterday was prime price action. Couldn't get better than this. So I made profits yesterday, but I think 2,500 across all my accounts yesterday. But like PA like this, you should maybe be making thousands. So PA was perfect yesterday. I just failed as a trader ever so slightly. Yeah, slippage. But we're consistent. We take small trades every single day, and Muhammad, the one slip that you get out of like 100 trading days, like we just absorb it. It's not a reflection of how you trade. It's more a reflection of just the randomness in the markets, and that's something that we accept, right? Can I have a look at my comments, please? I wonder what's your trading model. Okay, so I have a video called the first presentation fair value gap on my channel, but my model is this. Within a minute, I'm looking for relative equal highs and lows or session highs and lows. Okay, so figure out your targets. So in today's model, what was our target? Right when I say we have this quadruple bottom on the 1 minute and 930 or pre 930 lows haven't been taken, that was the target. The weekly is very overextended. Can we push higher? Probably not, right? That's when you start looking for TGIF setup. So right now it's TGIF where you're pulling back from the weekly. Session lows and relative equal lows, we had both of those today, right? Because look, these are Asia's highs and lows taken, London highs and lows taken. All that we had left here was pre-930 lows. So what are pre-930 lows? It's from 7 to 9 o'clock, or sorry, 7 to 930. Those are pre. So that's this pre-session. I trade those highs and lows and they get taken out all the time. And then what we did is we waited for manipulation, which happened. Okay. Price moved, did nothing. It created more engineered liquidity here. See, it took out those relative equal lows with this random wick. It respected key fair value gaps. So you can see right here, like this dark green bar here. That is a key fair value gap. It's the first one that gets created after 930. And then we try positioning ourselves off of this into these session highs and lows, relative equal highs and lows, et cetera, et cetera. That's the model that I trade. This is the model that makes me the most money. So hopefully, FA, I answer your question. But I think I also made like a video on just like the model that I trade. And I think it's called like best intraday secrets or something like that. That describes it way better than I did right now. But that's how you trade the model. Look what price hit, by the way, guys. It's that level that Dell mentioned. It's 0.2 retracement on the weekly, which is 23,217. So yeah. So that's that. So all in all, guys, it's 10:30 on a Friday. We've already retraced 20%. Should we continue trading? Yes or no? 892, super. Good job, man. Yeah, lock it up, guys. We're done trading. You guys aren't going to listen to me anymore. Enjoy your Fridays. We're going to be back at it maybe Monday. I'll see how I'm feeling. Mondays are a bit tricky. Let's look at the economic calendar really quickly for next week. I'm going for a pint. Good, man. What kind of beer do you drink, Dal? I think you're from London, right, Dal? If I'm not mistaken. But next week we have what? Monday, no news. So Monday with no news is tough. Tuesday, we've got news at 10 o'clock. So that's good. Orange folder. Wednesday, no. Oh, 10 a.m. news. Oh, so good. So Tuesday and Wednesday of next week are going to be good trading days. Thursday, we have red folder news. It's going to be a good trading day. And then Friday, we have Friday, we have 8:30 news. So to be honest, I think my highest profitable trades for next week is going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So maybe I'm going to stream on those 3 days. Just because I want to stream on the highest, on the days that will give us most profitability, right? So yeah, you live in Europe. Oh, cool. I love Europe. I'm European. But other than that, guys, if you haven't already, feel free to like this video, sub to the channel, and I think maybe on Monday we might do some tape reading. If not, we'll be back on Tuesday, extracting more money from the markets and making ourselves more rich. So take care, guys. Have a good weekend. Stay safe, and bye for now. I'm here. Wait, what's FA saying? I'm now trading 10K Forex prop account. 3 days ago, and my biggest profit, it was $510. So I reward myself by going to the pub. Good. Small profits, guys. And then eventually 500 is going to be very little for you. And you just do more and more and more. Garavid, I'm here, Dom. Whoa, Dom. And me printed same, but I did a mistake and I was human. Emotion, fear. Yeah, that's the toughest thing to do. Old school face in the chat. Yeah. Sorry I took a break for 3 months, guys. I kind of regressed in trading. Mentally, I wasn't there. And I had to go back and just really solidify my trading once again. Watch more ICT videos, do some more back testing, and I came back. But the last like 10 weeks have been unreal for me. Great strike rate, great RR rate. Emotions have been somewhat stable. I've only lost it maybe 1 or 2 times. And then from that losing it, I managed to get my profits back after locking myself out, going for a walk, sleeping on it. Usually sleeping resets me. But yeah, it happens, guys. So remember, we're doing the hardest thing in the world. I think it's harder than being a doctor. It's hard. It's the hardest career choice. So if we're failing, that's okay. Just get back up and just continue treading forward. That's the theme for today. Take care, guys. Talk soon.